Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle something that, let's be honest, stresses just about everyone out: writing a great essay. But we're going to give you a simple, powerful blueprint that you can use every single time.
I mean, you know the feeling, right? We've all been there. The cursor is just blinking, the deadline's getting closer, and your mind is a total blank. It feels like you need to be some kind of creative genius just to get started. But what if I told you that's just not true? You see, the issue usually isn't a lack of ideas. It's the fear. The fear of not knowing where to even begin, or how to organize your thoughts, or what in the world comes next. We call this the blank page problem. And here's the secret to solving it. Getting better at writing isn't about some magical innate talent. No, it's about having a good plan. Once you have a system, a reliable structure, the writing almost takes care of itself. So what is this plan? Okay, here's what I want you to do. From this moment on, I want you to think about every essay you write as if you're building a house. And before any good house gets built, you need one crucial thing: a blueprint. That blueprint, that's your essay's structure. It's this simple, repeatable framework for building a strong, persuasive argument. It's your guide from the very first word to the very last. And this blueprint, it's got three core parts. First, you'll lay the foundation with your introduction. Then, you build up the walls and create the rooms with your body paragraphs. And finally, you put on the roof with your conclusion. Simple, right? Let's break down each part. Okay, first things first, the foundation. Your introduction has to be absolutely solid, because everything else, your entire argument, is going to rest right on top of it. A weak introduction means you get a wobbly, unconvincing essay. A really strong introduction has three very specific jobs to do. First, you gotta hook the reader, grab their attention with an interesting fact or a question. Then, give them just enough background so they know what you're talking about. And then, the most important part, you state your thesis. Now, that thesis, think of it as the cornerstone of your entire foundation. It's the one single sentence that clearly and confidently declares what you are setting out to prove in your essay. Every single paragraph, every piece of evidence has to connect right back to this one sentence. Okay, so our foundation is poured and set. Now it's time to actually build the walls of the house. These are your body paragraphs. This is where you construct the different rooms of your argument and really dig into each specific point. And while you're building these walls, there is one golden rule you have to follow. One paragraph gets one core idea. That's it. Seriously. If you try to cram too many different thoughts into a single paragraph, your reader gets lost, and your whole argument just starts to crumble. And just look at the difference here. The paragraph on the left, it's a total mess. It's jumping from costs to history to the environment. It's just confusing. But the one on the right, it's laser focused. It makes one claim about environmental impact, and it proves it. That is how you build a strong wall for your argument. So how do you actually build one of those strong paragraphs? It's like a recipe. You just follow this simple anatomy. You start with a topic sentence that clearly states your one idea. You back it up with solid evidence, facts, quotes, data. You explain why that evidence matters. And then you link it all back to your main thesis. Do that every single time. All right, look at that. Our foundation is solid, the walls are up, the house is really standing now, but it's not quite finished, is it? We need to put on the roof. And that's your conclusion. This is what protects all your hard work and gives the whole thing a finished, satisfying look. You know, a great conclusion does so much more than just say, well, I'm done. It restates your thesis, but using fresh language. It quickly recaps your main points. And crucially, it leaves the reader with a powerful final idea to really chew on. So what does a powerful final thought actually sound like? Well, it sounds something like this. Notice how it doesn't introduce any new information. No, instead, it elevates the entire conversation. It leaves the reader with this sense of importance and finality. It makes your argument memorable. So this brings us to the most important point of all. So many people think that structure limits creativity, that it's a cage, but that is completely backwards. Structure is the very tool that allows your ideas to be heard clearly and powerfully. It's not holding you back, it's what lets your ideas soar. And that's it. The blank page shouldn't be so scary anymore. You've got the foundation, the walls, and the roof. You have the blueprint. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with it?